And that's our new lady, and I can't turn her off. I tried. All right, good Thursday morning. Starting as we normally start with head, neck, and spine, line it up. Close your eyes. And today, bring yesterday and tomorrow into today. And bring today into right now. Take that thought process, go to your breath. And take a moment of that breathing to visualize yourself doing postures, doing the asanas today in a very comfortable, effortless, enjoyable way. That's the best for your body. So keep that into your mental aura, let's say, throughout the next hour. This week, we're working on pratyahara, where we're bringing our internal awareness into our asana. So slow, comfortable, easy, taking care of the body where it needs a little extra help, challenging where it doesn't. And always returning to breath and smoothing it out quietly through the nostrils, deep, even. So especially if there is a little unbalance or imbalance, in the mind and in body system, begin with the breath. Make sure the breath is even and smooth. Just bring your awareness to it. Belly breathing. And a good way to keep balance or maintain balance or return to balance would be counting equal numbers on the inhale and the exhale. And that has no effort to it as well. So it's whatever your comfortable inhale and exhale is, use those numbers. So there's no right or wrong. So the mind is completely relaxed. When the mind struggles, the body will struggle with your asana. So throughout our practice, throughout our pratyahara practice, there's no sense of struggle or stress or strife. Allow it to. All right, gently open your eyes. Let's start just with a couple neck rolls. I'd like to begin with a little more active practice today with the summer solstice on the horizon, literally. We'll do several sun salutations. The energy shifts, during these solstices and equinoxes, I've noticed. So right now it should be high energy. So Tuesday, we did a lot of work with neck, shoulders, and upper back and chest. Observe that part of the body again. See if there's been any changes. Take care of it today as well. And if not, just find maybe a place where it does need a little extra help. Work with that today. Right, finish this one, chin to chest. Let your head dangle. And before we come to standing, bring your chin to an armpit and press it towards it. Breathe easy here. And then slowly rotate it to the other armpit. Press the chin as closely to it as you can. Roll it back chin to chest. Sit up a little taller, just dangle the head. And come back to center. So the next thing I want to teach you is take your first two fingers and we're going to press them. C7 is that bump, right at the top of the spine, at the base of the neck. That's C7. Find the bump. Press those first two fingers just on the outer side of it, not on it, just on the outer side of it. What you're going to do is secure the muscles around that area. You're going to press pretty hard so that those muscles are stabilized right on the opposite sides of C7. All right, once you got that, press firmly. Start to look up. Go as far as you can without pain. As soon as there's a little twinge or a pain, stop. But I've been doing this for a while, and I can go all the way looking straight up to the ceiling without discomfort. And then look back down again. So keep pressure on the muscles on that part of the spine. Try it again. See if it feels more comfortable the second and third time. Do it a few more times. Keep pressing really firmly. All right, and then release it. Sit up a little taller again and turtle the head forward and back. This is a good foundational exercise, is working with the neck before we get really moving. While you're doing this, think about yourself doing the sun salutation, the chair versions. Find yourself doing the perfect version of those sun cells. Just take a moment, keep turtling. You can close your eyes if you want. And visualize. Go through all those 12 movements. We're going to do several of them today, maybe upwards of 5. All right, so once you have done that visualization, and that's without pain, perfectly comfortable, your body doing its perfect version of it, and then rest your head, open your eyes, take a couple breaths, and then now let's come to standing and perform those sun cells. So, because of the time of the year, we'll do 5 of them in a row. So we'll get a really good aerobic workout. It actually turns into an aerobic workout when we do that many all together. So I'll lead you through the first one, and you should know the rest of them. You'll be able to do it on your own. So begin with centering the feet forward and back towards the toes and towards the heels a couple times, and then side to side. Find that nice center in the bottom of the foot, draw it up into the hips, and then up into the shoulders, and then out the crown of the head, hands to the heart center. You can relax the knees first. And let's begin. Exhale forward, inhale up and back. And swan dive to forward fold, exhale. And inhale into that right lunge, dropping the knee and looking up. Down dog. In cobra. Down dog. And the right foot forward, dropping that left knee and looking up. So it's right back, right forward, forward fold. And come up. Other side, fold. And left back. Drop the knee, look up. Down dog. Cobra. Down dog. And then the left foot comes forward again. So it's right first, and then the left side. Look up or forward, forward, fold, and come up. All right. When you finish both sides, come to the heart, take a breath, and begin your second, third, fourth, and fifth. And I'll meet you at the end of that. Work with the breath. Work with that perfect visualization, that mental image of your sun cell. Make sure you keep calm. Come back to the thought of, did the mind struggle during that? And notice if there was a change in the movement. Was it an easy flow? Or was a little bit of tension built up from stresses from? Breathe easy, breathe it out. Observe it. If there was any of that going on, use sweeping breath. Exhale from the crown down, out the bottoms of the feet into the floor. Let it go. Bring up the positive energies from the earth, bring it back up into the crown and out. So sweep the energies down, draw the energies up. All right, let's go right into a modified eagle. So cross one foot over the other and roll the arms up. Take a mental picture of what you want this asana for you to look like. And before we move within it, relax everything. So the shoulder blades are in tension. See if you can relax. The hips are in tension. See if you can bring some relaxation into them. And with that sense of ease and movement, bring the arms up. Let them rise slowly, effectively. Use your breath. Go as far as they'll go. Keep breathing. Keep equal weight in your feet. And then draw the elbows down to their lowest point. So this is an interesting asana to work with, especially with the imbalance that we were talking about prior to class. And now we're crossing our balances, kind of mixing them up a bit. And then we'll come back into balance. Let's try it again. Arms up. Back down. All right, now first visualize yourself bending forward without tipping and a lot of wobbling. Take a moment. As soon as you've got yourself mentally in that process, begin folding forward. Keep your eyes open. So I keep my eyes just on my hands in front of me. Go to a low point. If you begin to tip, back off. Make sure you're breathing fully at that lowest point, and then come right back up. Take it slow. So the mind is completely relaxed. The body will follow. If you're all the way erect, draw your arms in toward the chest. And then draw them away. Now unwind the arms, let them go limp. Step to mountain. Go to Tadasana. and observe that side. Just for a moment, we'll switch. Just a couple breaths. And now switch sides. So if you can line your toes up, all the better. And then if you can remember the way your arms were wrapped, go the opposite. All right, and then now go into observing them. Relax the shoulders and hips again. And then start drawing arms up in a relaxed fashion, not like you're pulling away or it's a struggle. Release the struggle. Breathe them up. Easy movements. You might notice that they go up a little farther this side. And then draw them down. This is just smooth and easy, and kind of like a wave on a calm ocean. Now see yourself folding forward first without the tip or wobble, very little of it, and then begin it. Breathe at that low point. And then find your way back up, steady, steady, like you're the captain on the helm of a ship. Steady your course. Draw the arms to the chest. And then away. And then relax the arms. Step to Tadasana and observe. What are you finding here during that interesting cross over the body type of a stretch? What comes to you?
Just what I needed.
Oh, good.
I've had a bad neck and shoulder for a couple of days, and
Oh,
I could hardly move when I got up today.
oh, too bad you didn't make Tuesday's class. It was all about that. In fact, watch the recording, Connie. Yeah. It was all that.
Yeah.
So I was channeling you guys somehow.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that really helped today, and that was kind of fun.
Good. Yeah.
Back into it.
The observing before you move is a very traditional way of working through your asana. Once you start getting really used to the concept of observe first, move second, it becomes very natural. And then that sense is what propels you through your practice. It's the watch and the look and the I wonder and what if. It's all that will come prior to you moving. And this is the way that we go through Hatha yoga. It's not just, move, trying to exercise the body. Because what happens is that you're not paying attention to what are you tensing up. You think you're not tensing it, but you are. So this is the practice that will allow you to remind yourself about the relaxation within it. Okay, so next let's work with, this is just a simple, it's called a propeller stretch. So let me review it real quick here. Okay, so step wide, arms are stretched out. And we're just going to, just like a propeller, move side to side. So again, this simple twisting movement, many times we do this mindlessly. So the arms are not moving, just the torso. And what is it teaching you? This little bit, this little easy movement. Some of these easiest things are your best teachers. You don't need to go into these dramatic, like I remember we used to do scorpion and headstand. They're all fabulous. I can't do them anymore because of, I don't know, just body changes and stuff. All right, just balance yourself out, come to center, then relax your arms. And of course, I'm finding that less is more as this body ages. All right, interlace behind your hips. Roll the shoulders back and down. And start isolating the upper body from the lower. So we're doing that sliding door. Think of the rib cage, the bottom of the rib cage, sliding in the track of your pelvic bowl. Try that. You want to get as much movement side to side without tipping this way. So it's a shift and a shift. And many times, if this part of the shifting is tight or a little bit stubborn, it will affect the upper body, most definitely. So let's try and get as much movement in here as we can. You might feel something radiating down toward the lower part of the hip sockets and into the upper leg. That's good. All right, relax and just shake that out. Try a different version of that because I find this particular exercise very important. So just a gentle stance. Secure your hips. So hands are right on the top of the iliac and secure them. And now try the side to side. So firmly press the hips in place so they don't move at all. See if you can get a little bit more movement in there. And if this feels like it's sticking a little bit or it's not smoothly moving from side to side, practice it a little bit more during your week and try to get some more movement in there. And especially, if you sit a lot or like driving a lot, like what Karen is doing, this is excellent for that too. All right, so release, shake that out. Just take a quick observe, see what's going on. And then we'll do one more version of that. So that's the same stance, interlace. And this time we're going to bring the arms away from the hips, the hands away from the hips. And try that shifting. So it's a little bit more difficult. All right, shake that out. Keep that same position in mind. So mentally think of yourself as going right back into that, but we're going to fold forward. So step wide, interlace, roll your shoulders back. Now bring your arms down, fold halfway down. Now lift hands off the hips and just allow the body to naturally go to its deepest point. Once it's there, breathe. Hands back, resting on the hips. Stay half forward fold and look forward. Straighten the elbows. And now slowly come up. Step it together and go into your version of a back bend. Overhead stretch, reach. Full forward fold. Come to kneeling and modified half camel. So tuck your toes, right hand to the right heel, left arm up and over. And we're going to do this several times going from side to side. So just switch to the left. Maybe about 5 on each heel. And decide what number is comfortable for you. If 3 is good, just do 3. All right. Come to all fours. Work with cat stretch. Start with your exhale. And do 5 of these. And then come to seated. We'll play a little bit with butterfly. So soles of your feet together. Draw your heels in to that comfortable position toward the hips. We're going to keep the knees stable today. So roll the shoulders back. Now press your chest forward. And then start working with pressing knees down. Don't do it all at once. Let it come back up. And then press down. Just hold for 3. So this is how I count. I'll do 1, 2, 3, release. 2, 2, 3, release. 3, 2, 3, release. 4, 2, 3, release. And 5, 2, 3, release. And generally on my last one, I hold it for 10. This way you're easing the body into a nice natural stretch. Instead of pressing it all at once. And the body resists that, which is why you hurt. All right, relax the knees, give them a nice hug. And then before you go into it, we'll do modified turtle. We're not going to go all the way into full turtle, but that modified version where the arms are just under the bent knees, picture yourself doing just that and comfortably into modified turtle. And then go into it. So knee spread, arms under, and just out to the side, just stay here. And attend to your breath. Now, once your body starts relaxing into turtle, lower the chest just slightly. Don't go too far. You might be able to walk your fingertips out to the side more as you relax into it. But just breathe, exhale, the chest lower. And you can even use that same counting system. Give yourself time in turtle. And then take your time coming out of it too. So, there's always benefit in the use of a posture. All right, we're going to come to just a quick forward fold. Doesn't have to be very deep. Just kind of rebalance the hips. And then in yogic mythology, the snake rests on top of the turtle's back. So we're going to go into cobra. So make that nice, easy, soft transition on your tummies. And we'll do a modified cobra again as we did on Tuesday. So you bring your forehead to the floor. Keep your hands probably about face level. And then inhale, lift. You're going to keep your elbows on the floor. We're going to lift just the head and chest. Forearms are down. Legs are in just a little V. And imagine that you're truly a cobra and what you see at this level. Or what do you want to see at this level? If you were a cobra, if you were a snake in the grass, what do you want? Exhale back down. Inhale, come up. This time, elbows off the floor. Now, the cobra is looking a little higher. Maybe you're finding a bird instead of a mouse. Or all the dragonflies that have just hatched this week. Okay, lower back into the grass. And then inhale your way up, elbows off the floor. The cobra sees something behind them, looking at your right heel. And then forward again and looking left. And looking forward again and back into the grass. And then again, inhale up, exhale right. Inhale forward, Exhale left and forward and slither back into the grass. Completely relaxed, rest the cheek. And then bring your chin to the floor. Visualize cocoon pose. So cocoon is your palms are underneath your thighs, and everything comes up, head, chest, and leg. So visualize that half moon shape or a wide bowl. So with your chin to the floor and palms under your thighs, come up. And then come right back down. So we'll do the same thing. It's almost like a pulse. Inhale up. You can hold it for the count of 3. And then exhale it back down and always rest. Inhale back up for 3 and back down. Do that several more times. Make sure you give your neck a good stretch. So the bottom of the chin is on the floor, not the front. All right, and this last one up, see if you can hold it for 10. Exhale your way down, rest your other cheek. All right, press to child's pose. And then onto your backs. All right, extend your legs straight out on the floor. And bring just the right leg up, point the toes, come right up out of the hip. And then draw it into the chest, use your hands. Bring the leg out to the right. So this is just a gentle stretch first, and then the other side. So we're going to do that, let's go 3 times from side to side. Just to warm it up, just easy, easy opening. You don't need to go too far yet. All right, as soon as you're done, bring your legs straight to the ceiling again. Take the bend out of the knee and draw it toward you. And then release it. So keep it straight, pointing to the ceiling, but release the tension on it. Now we're going to take that same leg, draw it out to the right, try to go a little deeper, see if foot can touch the floor. And then cross it over the body. Straight knee the whole time. Let your hips roll as you cross it over to the left. Keep the knee straight. And then if your foot touches, bring it right back to the ceiling. Straighten the knee. If it gets a little bend in it, draw it to the chest. And then place your right hand on the inner part of your right foot, half happy baby. So in this version, you can go probably a little bit deeper than you go into the full. And if you want, you can use both hands. Really give that right leg an opening. Make sure it's gentle. You're gently bringing it down if the body allows it. If there's a lot of tension and resistance, just back off. All right, straighten your leg, lower it to the floor. Bring the other one up. And point, straight knee, draw it into the chest. And then start the 3 times side to side, but these are the gentle ones. Just keep the knee straight. Don't go into any form of discomfort. Just move it. See where your breath is at. And as soon as you're done with the crossovers, straighten that leg, draw it in. And now bring it out to the left, as far as it'll go. As soon as you reach that farthest point, other side. And then back up. Straighten it to the chest. And then try that half happy baby. So ease into that. This side might feel different than the other side. Try both hands if you want. All right, straighten the leg to the ceiling one last time. Draw it to the chest and lower that leg. We're going to go right into Shavasana. And as we've been doing in all the other classes, we're resting very quickly, very efficiently using sweeping breath, exhaling from the crown down out the toes and inhaling from toes up to the crown. The exhale releases any tension, any tightness, any dis-ease, any doubt or fear, any of those what we call negative emotions. Not that they're bad, but sometimes they get overcrowded in the mind, and you need to sweep it out. And then at the opposite end of that, the inhale brings in rejuvenating energies, from the universe. You're bringing it rides along the prana. The prana is the energy motor behind the breath. Bring it up. Exhale it out. Inhale it in. Very quickly revives the body, the mind. Now visualize yourself rolling to the left, and then go ahead, roll left, come to seated. We'll do one round on each side of Nadi Shodhana before we end class. So sit up tall, connect to your diaphragm, belly breathe. Smooth everything out. And then using our mudra, our right palm up, first two fingers into the palm. And then we'll begin by closing the right nostril and exhaling left. For the count of 5, I do 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And then switching sides, inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Stay on this side, exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale both nostrils. Inhale 3 times. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
Thank you.